What's up everyone, this is France over here from Nintendo and PlayerAssist.com, and welcome to another episode of the Super Smash Bros. Show. We've got a really good show for you guys, a lot of interesting topics, so let's go ahead and get right into the news here. So, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U will be the first game to take advantage of Nintendo's new pre-downloading system. So what this is basically you can purchase the game on the eShop beforehand. Before it launches, you can download it to your system, all the files, and then when the game's launch date releases, when it comes about, you can actually just play the game. So it really cuts down the time that it takes to get your game, install it, play it on launch day, and that's one of the big problems Nintendo's had with their systems. Other systems already have this feature, so it's good that Nintendo's implementing it. I know it took me more than 2 hours to download, install, and start playing Bayonetta 2, so with Super Smash Bros. You'll be able to get right into it for everybody who wants the game digitally. Let's move on to the next topic here. Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS has actually sold more than 3.22 million units worldwide. That was actually announced at Nintendo's Q2 earnings results. They said, hey, Super Smash Bros. Is a big game. It's really helping us push our other franchises out there. And leading up through September, this doesn't even count October sales or all of October sales, Super Smash Bros. Has basically blown it out of the water. 3.22 million is amazing. And the Wii U version is actually expected to do just as much, if not even more, because of the amiibo and other things that they're adding, and how the 3DS version will push people who only have a 3DS to actually buy the better version, because the Wii U version is obviously superior. I talked about all the cool stuff that the Wii U version has. We all saw the 50 fact extravaganza. So yeah, Nintendo is really pulling out all stops, but I'm glad and I'm happy to hear that Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS is selling very well, and it will continue to sell well as more people pick up the 3DS. Alright, and this is some good news for our friends across the pond. So in Europe, Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U is actually launching a little bit earlier than expected. It was supposed to launch in December, but it's actually been moved up to November 28th in Europe, and in Australia and in New Zealand it's been moved to November 29th. So pretty much everybody gets Super Smash Bros. In November except for Japan. They still get it December, but they get Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker instead. So it all works out in the end. But what do you guys think about Super Smash Bros. Coming out earlier? I'm happy for you guys, and that makes it easier for me to organize our tournaments and stuff that we're going to be doing with Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, because more people will have the game sooner. So good news all around. For the last bit of news before we get into the main topic here, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is confirmed to be native 1080p. Now, they talked about this on the 50 fact extravaganza. They said, hey, this is what it is, 920 by 1080. This is huge, this is what it is. But Game Explains, Andre Segers actually talked to a Nintendo rep, and he specifically asked him the question, is Super Smash Bros. For Wii U native 1080p? Native 1080p. And the rep said yes, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is not upscaled 1080p, it's native 1080p, because there's been issues in the past before saying, oh, well, you know, they ask a rep, hey, is this game 1080p? And the Nintendo rep says, yes, it's 1080p, because all Wii U games are upscaled to 1080p. But Andre made sure to ask him, hey, is this game native 1080p, not upscaled? And he said, yes, this is native 1080p. Nintendo actually confirmed this on the 50 fact extravaganza, but it's good to get reconfirmation, especially for people with big TVs, that Smash Bros. Is native 1080p, runs in 60 frames per second. So good news all around. The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD looks really crisp in 1080p, and there's been a few other games. I think Rayman Legends is 1080p. So really good for those who have 1080p televisions and want that native display. All right, and that's all we got for the regular news. Now we're going to move on to some cool news regarding PlayerAssist.com and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. As many of you guys know, there's going to be 64 player online tournaments for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. However, it will not be ready at launch, but that doesn't mean we're not going to prep for that. I am going to be having multiple tournaments because I have a Player Essence Super Smash Bros. Team. At least I'm putting one together. So we're actually going to have multiple tournaments because there's going to be 6 people on the team, including myself. So we have 5 spots up for grabs. So the person who wins the Nintendo 3DS tournament, which we're down to the top 6 now in that tournament, that person gets an automatic spot on my Super Smash Bros. Team. And then we're going to have 4 other spots available for people to grab, and you're going to be able to earn those in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U once the tournament app gets going. If it's taking too long, I'll probably try to organize a tournament beforehand and just do it by hand like I did the 3DS tournaments, so look forward to that. But yes, I have a Super Smash Bros. Team that I am putting together, and what the goal of this team is we're going to be playing other people's networks. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that play Super Smash Bros. And what I would like to do is organize each one of them to find their best players, and then we'll pit them against Player Essence's best players just for some friendly competition. I know Etika from the EW Network. He has a really big passionate following of Super Smash Bros. Shofu has tons of subscribers. There's Kobana Manny. I know all of these guys love Smash Bros. And it would be really cool if they could put together their teams and we could play against each other as far as 6 players. We can do the 1-on-1s or 2-on-2s. So that'd be really cool, and that's what I'm trying to put together for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So if you want to be part of this Smash Bros. Team, make sure, of course, you watch every single episode of the Super Smash Bros. Show. But stay tuned to PlayerEssence.com because I'll be having updates as far as when to sign up, because I already know there's going to be way too many people. Our 3DS tournament, we had well over 60-something people sign up, so that takes way too long. So we're going to have to organize it in certain time slots and spots for people. So make sure you just tune into PlayerEssence.com for all the news regarding that. I'll make sure to make a video and subscribe, obviously, if you want to be part of this Smash Bros. Team. Otherwise, you're not going to get the videos in your feed when I put them up as far as what to do. All right, so that basically wraps it up for this episode here. Make sure you check out the description below, because there you'll have the links to all of the articles that I talked about. So you can go check them out, talk to the Player Essence community, see what they have to say on each topic. Also, make sure you like this video if you did like it. When you like it, it helps us spread our content across YouTube to get more people to watch and help us out. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're someone new. You're going to get new episodes like this, the Super Smash Bros. Show. I have a Bayonetta show. I have a Legend of Zelda show. And just to let you guys know, all of my gameplay in my shows are going to be 1080p 60 frames per second because YouTube updated their browser and because I bought a new capture card that captures HD 60 frames per second. So it's pretty cool. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys for the next episode. Peace.